Hi there, welcome back, and thank you for being here. If you're listening to this, chances are you're navigating life with OCD, or maybe you're supporting someone who is. Either way, I just want to say, I see you, and I'm really glad you showed up today. Living with OCD can feel like being stuck in a loop, thoughts spinning, rituals repeating, and the exhaustion that comes with trying to make it all stop. But what if we could start small? What if, instead of trying to fix everything, we gently introduce tiny exercises, little shifts that help us breathe easier, think clearer, and feel just a bit more in control? In this episode, we'll explore 15 simple and realistic practices that you can try at your own pace. No pressure, no judgment, just tools you can carry with you, one moment at a time. So, if you're ready, let's begin this journey together. 1. Breathing and grounding exercises. Let's start with something simple, but powerful: breathing and grounding exercises. People with OCD often find their minds racing with intrusive thoughts and overwhelming emotions. That's why calming the nervous system becomes the first step. You can try a breathing method like 4-7-8. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, and exhale for 8 seconds. Repeat it a few times until your heartbeat starts to slow down. At the same time, grounding can help bring your awareness back to the present. Try naming 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. Sounds simple, right? But when done consistently, this small step can help break the loop of obsession and compulsion. Want to try it with me today? 2. Observation without judgment. The second exercise is about becoming more aware of your thoughts without judging them. OCD often causes us to react automatically. A thought appears, and suddenly we feel the urge to fix it, correct it, or get rid of it. But here's the thing. A thought is just a thought. Try to sit quietly and write down whatever thoughts come up. Don't filter, don't categorize them as good or bad. Just observe. You'll begin to see that not all thoughts need a reaction. You have the power to observe without always acting. Over time, this trains the brain to separate itself from intrusive thoughts. Have you tried letting a thought just pass by without responding? 3. Delaying compulsions. This one's quite useful, especially for those who often feel the urge to repeat something, like checking locks or washing hands. Instead of fighting the urge, try delaying it. Tell yourself, okay, I'll check the door, but 5 minutes from now. Use a timer if needed. During that delay, observe what you feel. Is the anxiety going up? Or does it start to settle? What do you tell yourself in that gap? Often, people discover the urge becomes more tolerable when delayed. This is a big win because you're showing your brain that you're capable of not obeying immediately. Want to give this a try next time a compulsion shows up? 4. Thought journaling. Writing is a great way to process obsessive thoughts. Many with OCD feel trapped in their heads. But when you write, you create space between you and those thoughts. Try this format. Trigger: what made the thought appear? Obsession: what was the thought? Emotion: what did you feel? Compulsion: what did you want to do? Response: what did you actually do? This journal becomes a record of your journey and can help identify patterns over time. Plus, it gives you a sense of progress. Ready to try one page tonight before bed? 5. Mindfulness for OCD. Mindfulness helps you stay in the present moment, not in fear of the past or worry about the future. You can start small. While eating, truly taste your food. While walking, feel your steps. While brushing your teeth, observe the sensation. When an intrusive thought comes, acknowledge it. Okay, there's that thought again. Then, gently bring your attention back to the now. The more you practice mindfulness, the less control those intrusive thoughts have. It's like training your focus muscle. Want to try being mindful while you're doing your next activity? 6. Limiting avoidance. Avoidance feels safe in the short term, but it reinforces fear. If you avoid holding objects, touching people, or facing certain situations because of OCD, you might feel better temporarily, but the fear grows stronger. Instead, start small. If touching doorknobs is a trigger, start by just placing your hand near it without touching. Then touch it for 1 second. Slowly build up exposure while staying aware of your body's response. This method is called exposure, and it's proven to help reduce OCD symptoms. But you can go at your own pace. What's one small thing you've been avoiding lately that you might try facing again? 7. Acceptance practice. One of the hardest parts of OCD is living with uncertainty. OCD whispers things like, "Are you sure the door is locked?" Or, "What if you accidentally hurt someone?" Then comes the urge to check, repeat, or avoid just to feel sure. That's why practicing acceptance of uncertainty is so important. Don't fight the thought, just let it be. You can tell yourself, maybe yes, maybe no. I can live with not knowing. This will feel really uncomfortable at first. But over time, it trains your mind to accept what it cannot control because life is full of uncertainty. What small uncertainty can you practice accepting today, even if it feels hard? 8. Time boxing compulsions. If there are rituals you haven't been able to stop completely, try time boxing them. That means giving yourself a limited time to perform the compulsion, then stopping. For example, if it usually takes 20 minutes to check locks, limit it to 10. Use a timer, and when the time's up, move on to something else. This builds structure and gradually helps you reclaim control from OCD. You're not quitting cold turkey, but slowly building discipline. Pair this with journaling. Note how long it took, how it felt, and what you learned from it. Ready to try it with one of your routines today? 9. Positive self-talk and thought reframing. OCD often fills our heads with fear-based messages. This exercise helps you talk back with healthy, grounded responses. If the thought is, "I must wash my hands again," or "I'll get sick," try saying, "This is just anxiety. I'm clean enough. I choose not to obey this fear." It's not about denying the fear, it's about responding to it with clarity. Self-talk builds new mental habits and helps shift your reactions. Have you encouraged yourself today with kind, grounding words? 10. Building mini habits. Small habits done consistently are more powerful than big steps that aren't repeated. Try starting a tiny habit like 1 minute of breathing each morning, writing one gratitude note each night, delaying one compulsion per day. Mini habits give your brain the message that change is possible. OCD often feels overwhelming, but mini habits help you reclaim small victories every day. What's one mini habit you'd like to start today? 11. Celebrate small wins, self-reward. OCD can make you feel like you're always failing. But in truth, you're making progress all the time. You just need to notice it. This exercise asks you to celebrate small wins. For example, today I let an intrusive thought go without acting on it. I wrote in my journal 3 days in a row. Reward yourself. It could be a kind word, a short break, or something you enjoy. You're not spoiling yourself, you're reinforcing your progress. When was the last time you said, "Good job," to yourself? 12. Social exposure. For those with intrusive or checking type OCD, social situations can be scary. There's fear of saying the wrong thing, accidentally hurting someone, or being seen as strange. Try small social exposures like sending a message without rereading it multiple times, speaking in a group without editing every word, letting a pause happen in a conversation. Then notice, did what you fear actually happen? Over time, your brain learns that social situations don't have to be perfect for you to be safe. Have you ever felt afraid after a simple conversation? 13. Thought labeling. This one comes from ACT, acceptance and commitment therapy. When an intrusive thought shows up, don't fight it. Just label it. This is just a thought. Example, what if I hurt someone? That's a thought. Then move on with your activity. You're training your brain to see the thought, not get stuck in the thought. Thoughts aren't facts, and not all thoughts deserve your attention. Want to try it today? The next time an intrusive thought appears, say, "Hello, thought. I see you. But I'm not playing." 14. Values-based action. Instead of fighting OCD head-on, live more closely aligned with your values. Ask yourself, What truly matters to me? Kindness? Responsibility? Creativity? Then take a small step aligned with that value, even if OCD tries to hold you back. Maybe you leave the house despite your fear because work matters to you. Or you keep listening in a conversation even when an intrusive thought interrupts because you care. Your values become a compass when OCD makes everything blurry. What's one value you want to act on today? 15. Seeking support and connection. This final practice might not sound like an exercise, but it's essential. Ask for help. Talk to a therapist. Join a support group. Open up to someone you trust. Opening up is not weakness, it's healing. OCD thrives in silence. And when you let light in through therapy, community, or conversation, you start to see that you are not alone. Have you spoken to someone about what you're going through? So friends, those were 15 small exercises to help reduce OCD symptoms. You might feel overwhelmed or unsure where to start. But remember, you don't need to do them all at once. Just choose one or two that resonate and start there. This journey isn't a race. Every step, no matter how small, is still progress. And you're not alone. Keep showing up, keep exploring what works for you, and don't forget to rest. If you found this content helpful, feel free to share it with someone else who might be struggling. And if there's another OCD topic you want me to explore, let me know in the comments. Disclaimer: this video was made for educational and emotional support purposes. It is not a substitute for professional consultation. If OCD symptoms are interfering with your daily life, please seek help from a licensed therapist or psychiatrist.